So we back at Dappers in Bridgeton, New Jersey. And this time we got the young hitter from the squad, my boy Peanut. Hey, yo, Peanut, tell everybody who you are who don't know you, bro.
So my name is David Melchior. I go by 856 Peanut on pretty much all social media handles, and that's kind of what I built my brand around till I got to the shop.
How'd you get that name, Peanut, the nickname?
The Peanut, it's just a childhood nickname.
It just stuck.
Yeah, I was probably like 7 years old when I got it. One of my aunts started calling me that, and after that, everybody did, and it was on the road. That's just what I went by.
Now, being one of the youngest, how old are you exactly?
So I'm 19 years old, actually. 19 years old. I'll turn 20 in September.
Wow, 19.
Yep.
Definitely dope. Born and raised in Bridgeton, right?
Born and raised in Bridgeton. Yep.
Where'd you grow up in Bridgeton?
I grew up right in the middle of Bridgeton, like probably like the hillside, technically, which is like right here up here on the hill.
Okay.
Yeah. So
all right. You graduated from Bridgeton High School too?
I didn't. I graduated from Cumberland Regional, actually.
So how'd you end up going to Cumberland Regional living in Bridgeton?
So what had happened was I was going to Bridgeton, and I just wanted to focus on cutting hair more. I felt like I wanted to give myself a little head start than everybody else. So what I decided to do was Chax, one of my mentors, probably my biggest mentor when it comes to all of this, he actually lives in Upper Deerfield. So I was able to put his address and then end up going to Cumberland Regional. My whole purpose of doing that was just to graduate early. So that way I could just be in the shop longer. Because by my senior year, I was already working here at Dappers. So once I knew that was going to happen, I kind of just wanted to get ahead of all of it. And then I ended up making that move just to focus on cutting hair and just have more time on cutting hair.
What year did you graduate from Cumberland?
24.
Wow.
Yeah, recent. It's still
bro,
recent.
2 years ago. It's still fresh.
Still fresh, for sure.
And what cosmetology school did you go to?
Robert Fiance up in Pittman.
Yeah, you did just the cos class on there?
Yeah, I did the cos.
Full-time?
Full-time cos, yeah.
How was that?
It was good. It was a good experience. Honestly, it was pretty easy, if I'm being honest. It wasn't really too much of a difficult time for me. To me, the most important part was just showing up every day. I feel like as long as I showed up every day, it was pretty much good, and I didn't really have no complaints about it. It was smooth. Tiring, but smooth.
And you played football and basketball?
I played football 1 year. I did 1 year of football. I was just at the park playing with my friends, and they was trying to get kids to join the team. So I just ended up on the team, had some equipment, started going to practice every day. And yeah, I played football 1 year, and then basketball was probably like my main sport that I played, was what I did the longest time.
You're pretty tall. You're like what, 6'1", 6'2"?
Nah, probably like 5'11".
Nah,
6 foot.
You can't be 5'11", bro. You gotta be at least 6'1", 6 foot, probably.
Maybe
bro.
6 foot. Maybe 6 foot with some shoes on. Yeah, I'd probably be right around there.
You never wanted to pursue that anymore? Like get any serious with basketball at all?
Not really. I never really seen it like that. I never felt like I was good enough for it, to be honest. I just played for fun and kind of just to, stay active as a kid. And then I still do it now, if I'm being honest. I still play right here at the Bridgeton Courts. It's still all the same people I grew up around and stuff like that. So it's just a dope vibe to have around and be a part of.
Now, like the whole barbering thing, how early did you start picking up on that?
So how I really started barbering was I was 8 years old, actually. I was 8 years old, probably like 7. And that's when I met Chax. So some people may know, some people may not know, but that's my brother-in-law.
Okay.
So he just brought me around, kind of like a big brother to me. So he ended up just having me around. And then I just fell in love with being in the shop and the environment. I would come every day, just broom, sweep, stuff like that, clean the bathroom, take out the trash. A lot of people made it seem like might make it look at it like work, but to me it was just like learning. I was learning how to work and earn my money, and I was also learning how to cut hair. I was around a lot of talented barbers like growing up, so I was able to watch them, and I feel like it helped me build up the barber I am today, for sure.
What do you think piqued your interest at such a young age with barbering?
Honestly, just the vibe of it, and just like how I seen people interact with people. Like, you're able to do so much with it. I feel like a lot of people don't realize that they can do a lot with it, but I feel like you can do so much with cutting hair, from inspiring people to motivating people to showing people there's different things to do than just, the stuff that goes on daily out here. I feel like there's a lot of good stuff that could be done that isn't really pursued, and it just, a lot of the bad stuff is what really gets the main spotlight and everything around here.
Now, when you say you was around the shop with Chax early on, this is the old shop that he had, right? The one over on across from Terry's?
No, so this is long before that. I was at Chax when he was cutting at his house still.
Over on Fayette?
On Fayette.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
all
so
right.
this is a long time ago. Yeah, it's been like a good like 11, 12 years now that I've been just around Chaks and around the barbering scene now. Yeah, so it's been a pretty long time.
Okay, so at what age did you actually pick up the clippers and like actually cut hair?
So when I picked up the clippers for the first time, I was young. I was probably like 10 years old, 9 years old, like not knowing what I was doing, just messing around with it. But when I really like decided to take it serious and be consistent with it, I was 16. I was 16 years old. I had just had my 16th birthday, had some money saved up from, working at the shop. And I just had that one of those moments where I'm like, it's either like, what am I going to do with my life? So I just picked up the clippers and just took it seriously and committed to it.
Now, you was telling me before that you was like rocking out, cutting hair in your basement, right?
Yeah.
Tell me about what you like learned from that grind, from the early grind, what you learned from that.
So with that grind, I kind of just like being in the basement because I feel like I didn't have no one around me to help me through anything. So I was just dolo in the basement, no one around me, nobody could help me. I just had to figure stuff out and find my way out of situations that might seem difficult to me, So I feel like that was part of the grind. And then also I feel like when you're cutting at home, it doesn't feel like work. So it's kind of just like a chill spot or something like that. So I feel like I had to separate the two, and then I was able to just like lock in with cutting hair and just focus on it. And you still have your boys pull up when you at your crib, cutting at your crib, you have your boys pull up, hang out, cut everybody's hair, and then just chill, vibe out for a little bit. But the early grind has definitely played a big part. It definitely made me who I am because I had to learn stuff on my own to a certain extent, So really what I used to do was I would go cut in my basement. If I would have trouble with anything, I would take pictures of it, bring it to the shop. I'll show the barbers like, yo, like, what you think I could have done this? Because when I was kind of at the basement, I was still working here on Saturdays.
Okay.
So when I was young, I used to work here like 7 days a week, like damn near, like when everybody was here, I was here. And then when I started cutting myself, I changed to just one day. I was only coming Saturdays. And then, so all week I would cut hair, take pictures of my like stuff I needed help with. And then I would come here, show them, and then they would help me different techniques, different ways to like figure stuff out. And then that's how I ended up like elevating in the basement and just getting better with that.
When did you feel like your hair was like, all right, I think I'm getting nice with it? Like, when did you start realizing that?
I'm gonna be honest. I feel like when I really had a moment where I felt like I was getting good and I was like probably at like a level where I could be where everybody else was pretty much at. I was like maybe like 2 years into cutting hair, maybe like a year and a half into cutting hair. I was kind of like, I was surrounded around great barbers growing up, so I knew what a good haircut looked like. I knew what a great haircut looked like. So when I would see my haircuts, I would look at it and I'd just be like, that's not it. You know what I'm trying to say? That's not what I need.